Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. The Rebels will put total leather and will get started. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gamecocks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy...
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
On the option. Now the toss. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
He lets one fly deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. On the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Maddox. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. He'll return it. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pugh. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the throw out to the sideline, good, just a few yards.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to barge their way in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clay. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Got room to work. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To the air, it's Maddox. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Rebels will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that...
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Gets it out quickly. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out the... That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it is absolutely... this team early in this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He might want another play. He'll start this drive going to the air, floating away. Quarterback has to protect himself, gets down with the slide.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Kelly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Keller. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He's got it near midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. This time they'll go to the running game. Made a defender miss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the returner goes down. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Kelly. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Gamecocks are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they're able to get him down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Getting set for the point after. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Caught in the backfield, it's Keller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. To the air, it's Maddox. Firing to the right, complete. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Connor. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Red pass, it's complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking for room. It's Kelly. He just refused to go down. Kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll keep it himself. Fighting off the defender. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's a fumble! And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. Makes the grab down the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He is
a shot toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. Fires to the big fella. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll give it to the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Rebels are flying down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Back to pass, it's Maddox. Looking for the score. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. He's got him this time. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gives it to the back on the draw. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 28 to Colorado. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, South Carolina.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And they got the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they